medawase na mabo mabaso.
Okay.
Nsem-Pii TV mosomo ye mafamu de boa media space no ene nsem a ebinum ante eche na mo de call YouTube ni ade a personally me follow mu pa to de be kura na voices ni bi a patete senkrofo aka mahwa me hu no beba Nsem-Pii TV na e wo honom
Nsem-Pii TV ni
although for one more kwaba and fambra Nsem-Pii TV, so be the first to know. Young Pim the Accra High Court, breaking news are Yensa Aka Eddie Efriho Nina had got to deal with the minority leader in parliament, Papaya friend Dr. Kiseo Kwamena Ato Forson. Now, you say the year 2021 and the indefatigable Attorney General, the Godfred Yeboah Odame, Estam, a minority leader, and Nkupium, or the Accra High Court said, what caused financial loss to the state about $2.37 million. What caused it to the state in Tina say, Yebomodiana Yedinijina Econo, Nina Fa, the year 2014, a ambulance, the then Minister for Health, Alex Segwifia, and Abang Bemo. And papa your friend said, "Take away your margin so more quacoto." No more the ababe boa magana ya pomudin se makom. Asem ya bom update ya mamu update from the time a beginning up to now. Na sisi ka say the update about when you say court deliver the judgment and I say every friend ruling we deliver the ruling on a certain application be a papa your friend ato forcing a file judgment here the main the final one, the final verdict in a friend judgment. But in the case, you make a certain verdict be a friend ruling. Now, main one in the judgment. Now, another day, mommy a friend justice asare a fiase wa butchery. CCI can say appeals court judge. But what a high court AD asel na wabo application. The guardian wabo we go straight. Now, yebe I say. The Attorney General Godfred Yeboah Odame leading nipa 4 ema omako tender omo evidence and nipa 4 a omako tender omo evidence no papa ye friend no Ajiman Menu Koku Ajiman Menu on the Minister for Health or the document mako living in a copy mu the Accra High Court or the two court as an evidence. From there no yenya director at the Bank of Ghana rep, and so eba be PM court one also evidence but to also show character idea dance say papa a friend Dr. Kisela to Forson on February 7th on the 7th of February or die Emma ye sign character say you could your payment be Emma Big C Company Limited, and based on that letter no Emma you release sika titwidi 3,000 and that's a 3.9 million euros at the command Big C. So that letter now to force and sign Bank of Ghana at the Sakrata number 2. From there, so yenya rep and I say Attorney General Ekofa, the Chief Director for the Ghana National Ambulance Service. And also be dear dancer say ambulances need be through or my one after see a koye inspection. You realize this it is not fit to be an ambulance. So fit, it is unfit for purpose. In that case, there's one cause a financial loss to the state. Now, nipa mi ensa Attorney General Adomo court no. Papa friend Richard Jakpa. Sa onu ye businessman a buying contract and say only big C ni nkomo. Ana papa friend Sylvester Nama ono ene the then former chief director no Minister of Health we nyina afa ne nsem koe ana yafa ato force in at the deputy finance minister ono ne sign krata ye twere on the 7th of February 2014 indicating say yen order make payment ma Big C. Now ye di case na se ne kan ama Attorney General friend rep we among media dance. Now Ghana mratre say ye do court na say di asem ana say kwadubofo no friend na dance fo wi a also why they are some born accused person also or responding to charges and answer also be one now also do one nsem to ja nti yetie a ne yetie b ne they make judgment and on out to Forson and then a lawyer Kojo Adawuda echo file or the Accra High Court said on my file be a friend submission of no case and submission of no case in it say at Forson HMA Attorney General papers or there be prima court any ne nkrata bebrebe or there be prima court nyina omo at Forson and then lawyers and tena enchen na so omo hwe the various evidences na omo hu say e carry so much weight eno ntino e betimi do no at Forson ato afiase nti based on that no court no ngina so na on discharge no na afi o akwete no na application file or the affidavit so yenya affidavit num kakra o say the prosecution has not demonstrated enough that I was included in the causing financial loss to the state. Therefore, I would like the court to acquit and discharge me because the evidence adduced by the 4 prosecution witnesses, including the health minister, falls short of the standard proof that warrant that I should be called to answer to charges. We are written an answer affidavit or so say or no to force and share one and lawyers na or man will say Attorney General any 4 witnesses now have not been able to demonstrate enough say or no to force and causing financial loss to the state. Or we the accused person have demonstrated that the prosecution at the close of its case has willfully failed to adduce sufficient evidence which should compel me at Forson to open my defense. We state that the weight and quality of evidence adduced by the Attorney General fall short of establishing a prima facie case against me pursuant to Section 173 of Act 30. We pray this to this honorable court to acquit and discharge me on both counts. Attorney at Forson affidavit or check court or the supporting motion say Attorney General intimi fa kwadu bia and as intimi show enough evidence and just say or no at Forson should be charged for causing financial loss to the state in Mongo. Now, Attorney General Godfrey Eboadam so send out or also reply and as also affidavit or also koya and yejina so make judgment. Attorney General in the Yebekanka because the evidence given orally by the Attorney General witnesses was buttressed by a large volume of documents directly confirming the truth of assertions made by witnesses. So Godfrey Eboadam so file said the 4 witnesses or don't be primo court no obian ma evidence or the bia de nanum nsem na betudwa enye nums en nanum nsem ne nko a or say the document be baba asa be gina ho a e kire say one at Forson sign a document and that document no so na ma Big C Company Limited the ambulance baha and Ghana Ambulance Service so has declared that the ambulance and as supposed cars a BPM was ambulance. It is not fit for ambulance. Inti say court no and answer or no Attorney General ye boadami. Etim the papers a BPM or court. Actual court no say ampa 1 at Forson sign krata. 2 sa krata no ma Bank of Ghana 2 years kama Big C. 3 Ghana Ambulance Service I declare say cars be PM or memo, nenye ambulance, and answer nenye a fit to be called an ambulance. It shows say 1, ya cause a financial loss. According to Attorney General, there have been a causing of financial, obia cause financial loss to the state. And it's obia cause financial loss to the state. Then who called the financial loss to the state? One issue ma ye de krata no koi. And Attorney General Chema what demonstrated the evidence about to court was say the man ye cause that financial loss to the state na prepare for the case at Forson. Therefore, at Forson has to open up the defense and come and answer to charges the abono. That was Godfrey Eboadame argument or the copium court. Now, anyway, the financial and criminal an economic court of the Accra High Court in the already. I can't mammy or tenedrum. Mammy, if you ask a was a butcher. Mammy no Emma Attorney General, Emma the submission last. We na at Forson lawyers also Emma the submission. Now at the end of almost submission, and a mammy no a call in the chambers kakra. No buy no day ruling the betu. Now on the ruling, you know, I said. Mammy kind, mammy ruling, and send a clear view or say by court after a submission was not to examine the evidence of the prosecution in totality, but the court has found a fact that a prima facie has been established against accused person at Forson and businessman Richard Japa unwavering causing financial loss and intentionally misapplying public property. Judge Ndeka say there was a case for Sylvester Amenama, a former chief director of the Ministry of Health, who is also the second accused person. It is satisfied that prosecution has demonstrated a prima facie on the contraventions of public procurement against Mr. Amenama and Forson. Judge Nchima, prosecution, which is Attorney General Godfrey Eboadame, after so court no etna say examine evidence Attorney General de abeto or no court no deem in fit say indeed there has been a financial loss to the state. That is by the judge. Say what share papers and evidence Attorney General de abeto wo hu say ampampa obi cause financial loss to the state. No sa hwe nkrata wo hu say do ma e cause financial loss to the state no. Papa e friend Kesel at force na yatuna begina court. Inti therefore or answers are also answer to certain questions. So when your friend prima facie just say at the end of the evidence they buy and after analyzing the evidence you hu say e wo say obabe answer to a certain questions or you don't have to answer. So you can say establish a prima facie against you. It means that prosecution now about kwadu wetimi the enough evidence about just ampampa kwadu na o dey born una we owie no talk also aka say papa friend Sylvester Amenama no say former chief director on so the ye dey born so on so misapply public property no one follow public procurement act no and so you true because as a chief director of the Ministry of Health no na wo sen ko biem no oye advert ema Ghana companies omo nyina ebe bede ena ono no tam contract ne koma nipa ba ko pa e friend Richard Japa say ono na enkohwe na oni Big C Company Limited in ambulance mbra. So there was no competition, there was no advertisement. That means that papa friend Steven Amenama also caused financial loss to the state. Now we know say the court, after examining the element of the prima facie and the position of the law, it is stated that on the face of the record, the standard of proof for explanation is not as high on the accused as was on the prosecution to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Court name analysis was said. So we do big now court. So why you say here? The standard of proof I also prove beyond reasonable doubt say ampampa nipa so esi woye. And na judge ni chemu a say ato forcing ye didn't be na cause financial loss to the state. Na was Attorney General prove beyond reasonable doubt say ampa on the cause. Na judge ni ma you say the explanation is not as high on the accused. And you na wa accused no na also prove, but it was rather on the prosecution to prove. Now, I hold that once there was the need to show that there are ambulances that are not fit for purpose and not for value for money, the accused person are to respond to charges. That was the total judgment. Judge say, after examining the evidence, what if the Ghana National Ambulance Service say, cast maybe PM nenye ambulance. So was to show that there are ambulances that are not fit for purpose. Ambulances are nenye fit for purpose. 2, nenye value for money. So at the end of the day, Attorney General Timmy demonstrate this animal two way in the ama or no court now. It means say papa your friend at Forson and Richard Amenama and Sylvester Amenama papa your friend Richard Japano or Muminu and as a signing pamian saying they have a duty to respond to the charges. Inti omu ruling say and as omu application said they will not answer to any charges, which is called submission of no case or no judge, about to forcing. And we will share the date. Say, papa, a friend at forcing. Epo gosumi e di enemy at forcing emra court. No me filing a document no me chim di entia or sign sakrata because at forcing Eddie can't file a certain statement. In fact, come Attorney General then could na court now or responding or can say sa letter now or sign and you no and a sign name a papa friend said tekwe and a order say on the sign and na court no chim just say which them will be na order or say be sign e also the evidence eba say ampampa say tekwe na ka say be sign. Yes. So the next court case the next court sitting is going to be interesting. Ran at force say tekwe na ka so on sign because none the deputy the main minister na ka so on sign. Inti court ne say brabe ansa so also be na ka sign evidence be na che say papa friend say tekwe and na ka say bra. Inti say two things. Either say papa friend at forcing ekokwa akofa say tekwe aba be ni dance ni na say tekwe abedia dance say ampa on na ka so on sign. In that case Attorney General NCU at forcing obesiu setekwe for causing financial loss to the state. Until we are looking forward to what will happen. Already in the bobo back be money na babam, but for now the spotlight in that so pa setekwe and at forcing because at forcing say no nipim and all the sign setekwe and a man sign court and say you on for prove it say setekwe na order no set on sign bra. So that is the update coming in from the Accra High Court. We live to see what will be coming on in April at the next court sitting.